Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, the opener of the preseason is in the books as Kansas City knocked down the 49ers. We'll break it all down here on today's post-game recap. I hope everybody was able to join us for our live watch party. We simulcasted with the 49ers report. If you missed it, well, sucks for you. Subscribe and join us next time here at youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We'll do some watch parties throughout the regular season where we break down every single play of that specific game, but also we're plugging out videos almost every single day here at youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We crossed 18,000 subs tonight. Let's get to 19K as soon as possible as we continue to bring you the latest Chiefs news and rumors. Coming up on tonight's show, a recap of the Chiefs' preseason win over the 49ers. Welcome into the Kansas City Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham, your host as always, and we're here to break down the Chiefs vs. 49ers preseason opener for Kansas City as the Chiefs get it done 19-16 over San Francisco. Back and forth fourth quarter. Good game overall. A little bit sloppy, but hey, it's the preseason as some guys were able to knock off some rust, some young guys able to get some valuable reps, and it's just exciting to have NFL football back finally after a very long offseason. Chiefs get it done 19-16. Several thoughts. Patrick Mahomes actually played in this one. We'll break it all down here in just 1 second. But first, hey, what's your one-word reaction to the Chiefs' preseason win over San Francisco? Get your comments in. Get your one word in. Let us know down below what your one word is for the Chiefs' preseason win over the San Francisco 49ers. My one word, healthy. No major injuries to report here, which is a very, very good thing when you're a veteran team like Kansas City looking to compete for another Super Bowl. You don't want your $500 million quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, getting hurt. You don't want Tyreek Hill pulling a hamstring. No major injuries to report, so a very good sign overall. Certain teams need a lot of reps, have bigger fish to fry, like San Francisco's evaluating Trey Lance. But for the Chiefs, get some reps, get off the field healthy, and that is what happened. So a very good night on that front. Patrick Mahomes, hey, we got to see him. 1 for 2, 4 yards in week 1 of the preseason, just one drive. The stats don't really matter. This was about getting your $500 million quarterback back on the field. He had offseason toe surgery, played through that turf toe injury down the stretch last season, fixed it all up, and looked like Patrick Mahomes, right? No mobility issues, threw the ball fine, and obviously it's just good to see him play. It's good to see the Chiefs play as a whole, but not that I had any concerns coming in, but for Andy Reid to play his franchise quarterback in the preseason opener, that tells me a couple of things. One, he's fully healthy, and two, he thinks it's valuable to get his quarterback out there. We've seen Andy Reid teams do this time and time again. He plays his guys in the preseason. Now, I wouldn't expect Mahomes to play a ton this preseason, but just to get him out there, take a few snaps from rookie center Creed Humphrey, that is certainly a good thing overall. So good to see him play, good to see him stay healthy, no issues whatsoever. Chad Henne took over after him and did some okay things, 6 of 9, 37 yards, had a touchdown to Byron Pringle. We'll talk about him a little bit later on in the show. Did throw an interception, a ball that got deflected off the receiver's hand, was a little behind him and then got picked off by San Francisco, but Henne's the backup. It's going to take a lot for Shane Buechele or Anthony Gordon to unseat him. Mixed bag overall. 6 of 9, 37 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Grade the Chiefs' performance in their preseason opener, A, B, C, D, or F. Again, they're healthy. That's what's most important. C+, A-, some good, some sloppy, some bad. Harrison Butker missed an extra point, so I hope we don't have that issue again this year, but that obviously isn't the most ideal. Grade the Chiefs' performance tonight as they beat San Francisco 19-16 in a back and forth and an exciting finish to a preseason game, which is really all you could ask for before we get to the games that actually count here in just under a month. Chiefs get it done 19-16 over the 49ers. Before we continue here, get going with our sports betting partner. That is BetUS at chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use our promo code Chiefs125 to get a 125% deposit bonus. I hope you made some money on the Chiefs tonight. They were underdogs and they won outright. Some money was to be had there. And hey, you can already bet on week 1 of the regular season. Go to that link below, chatsports.com/ChiefsBet, and must use that link to plug in the promo code Chiefs125 to get that 125% deposit bonus. Hey, moneyline the Chiefs all season long, you are going to make some money. That I can promise you. Some other guys to talk about here on this Chiefs vs. 49ers recap. Chris Jones, man, he didn't play long, but his presence was felt. 2 tackles, had a sack, had a tackle for loss as well. There's been raving reviews from him out of training camp. Stone Cold is back, baby. Stone Cold Jones looks like the dominant player we saw a couple of years ago. He was still good last year, but he played some inside, played some outside. The sack he got was playing at that defensive tackle position, and he just ran completely by, I believe, Aaron Banks, the rookie out of San Francisco, or it might have been Brunskill. Can't remember. Whoever it was, he had absolutely no chance as Chris Jones took down Trey Lance early on in this one. He looks like he's back in peak form, and that is really good news for Kansas City to have their best defensive player ball out. Who is the Chiefs MVP today? Let me know in the comments. I think Chris Jones has a strong case on that front, even though he didn't play very long. Let me know, who do you guys think was the Chiefs MVP in their win over San Francisco? Some other guys to talk about. Byron Pringle, we mentioned it earlier, caught a touchdown early in this one. Didn't play a ton, 2 catches, 10 yards, had the 1 touchdown, completely torched B.W. Webb on a quick out corner route in the red zone to beat his man. I like Byron Pringle. I've been in his camp for a while. I think he's worthy of playing time, and I'll be curious to see if he gets more time this year. Good outing for him. Anthony Gordon, who's bounced around in his first year and a half in the NFL. I thought he did some good things, 11 of 17, 79 yards before handing things over to Shane Buechele, who obviously played fairly well as well. Buechele going 8 for 11. So the 3rd and 4th string quarterbacks, as they kind of go back and forth here, trying to jockey for that QB3 spot behind Mahomes and Henne, both showed out. Both played pretty well, so good for those guys. Jerick McKinnon, I think this kid's going to be a player on this team. I say kid, he's 29 now. He really can catch the football well. 3 catches, 19 yards, or 3 carries, 19 yards, 2 catches, 21 yards. That's the area I believe he'll be more utilized in the passing game. He's had a good camp a week or so ago. Had caught a ball that would have gone for a 70-yard touchdown. Showed some explosion tonight. I think Andy Reid is going to utilize this guy quite a bit throughout the regular season. I think he makes this football team. Quick reminder, subscribe, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We'll continue to bring you the latest Chiefs news and rumors leading up to week 1 of the regular season. And, hey, during the season we'll have some game coverage as well. Some watch parties, full recaps for sure after every single game, and, of course, game previews throughout the regular season. youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Do not miss any of our coverage here on the Chiefs Report. One other note, Chiefs rookies, pretty quiet. Creed Humphrey started at center. Nothing poor to report about that, but Nick Bolton, I think he had a couple of tackles. Noah Gray, I don't believe he even had a catch. I got the box score up here real quick. I think he got targeted once. 2 targets, no catches for Noah Gray. I was looking forward to seeing him. He didn't do much. Pretty quiet night from the Rooks, which, hey, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I was excited to see some of these cats play. Cornell Powell didn't do much either. He had 2 catches for 20 yards late in kind of mop-up duty time with Shane Buechele. But overall, a pretty quiet night for the Rooks, so we'll see what they can bring in the second game of the preseason. As the Chiefs beat the 49ers 19-16 in preseason game number 1, 2 games to go, starting with the Arizona Cardinals next week. That game will also be on the road before the Chiefs return home for their final preseason game. Next Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, out in Glendale, Arizona. So we'll see how much Mahomes plays. We'll see if we see Kyler Murray on the other side. Should be a fun preseason matchup as we get closer and closer to week 1. Predict the score of that game, and then we will sign off here on the Chiefs Report. Chiefs, Cardinals, get your score predictions in, and we will see you next time here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report.